If you're here for goofs and gaffs, have a listen and have a laugh. These four schmoes here run the show. It's JKT Radio.
Hi guys, and welcome back to episode 139 of the JKT Radio Podcast. Yay! I am your hostess with the most, Muffer Bun, and I have a lemon, which is very good. And you know what? I got an ice cream on my way home after work, so we're gonna be your favorite ice cream toppings. Mine's a good old caramel drizzle. I'm joined by my other favorite ice cream toppings. Chris isn't here. McBride.
Ice cream toppings, okay. You know what? My all-time favorite topping, it's extremely plain, and I don't care, but it's always been strawberries.
Classic and still fantastic. Fresh or dried?
I've only ever had fresh. I'm gonna have to try dried though.
Try freeze-dried. It's actually really good.
I'll give it a go.
And Devin, favorite ice cream topping. Told you wouldn't need Google.
Normally you're like, you don't need Google, and then you'll still come out with some weird
like,
thing.
still need Google.
You don't need Google. Name me frogs.
It's like, shit, what are frogs?
Honestly, I'm going to say chocolate sprinkles.
Good classic. I miss having chocolate sprinkle sandwiches. I might need to go to the bakeries or the deli soon to see if they still have any. That is the Dutch in me. They have chocolate sprinkle sandwich, and they're always open-faced, and they're kind of like Australian fairy bread, but not.
Interesting. All right.
I have one hand permanently behind me to calm the lemon.
Entertain the lemon.
Appease the lemon. Yep.
It must appease the lemon. Because if I take it away, she will swivel my chair. Because she likes to do that. She's figured it out.
And you are light enough.
No shit.
Yeah. So.
I weigh like 100 and something pounds. And we mean like under 10.
Jesus.
And then there's me that weighed myself yesterday. Was it yesterday? Sometime earlier within the last few days because we wanted to weigh the dog. And I am 10 pounds away from being 200 pounds.
Dang. But you're also taller than me. You're taller and broader.
Yeah. So.
Like look at your arm. You see how tall... Muscle? Toothpick. Toothpick.
We're busting out the guns.
See? Muscle. There's muscle there. I am toothpick. Lemon. Reverse.
Beep, bitch.
Beep, 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 beep. Mother trucker. Sit. Thank you.
Aw, little lemon.
One hand must always appease the lemon. I take it away, and she tries to knock down the computer.
Yeah.
It's like Boomy with the TV.
Boomy just likes to cause shit, though.
Yes.
Lemon's not smart
right
enough.
Beside me.
Lemon's
He's
just
sleepy.
permanent dum-dum.
He's a sleepy boy.
Oh, but I want to talk about this game behind me.
Oh, yeah?
So
The
this
one with the flower on it.
It's called, excuse my pronunciation, Ishtar, Gardens of Babylon.
Oh.
So we've been getting a lot of puzzles at work, so I picked it up thinking it was a puzzle going, ooh, pretty puzzle.
I was going to say, do you want to tilt it down just the tiniest bit? Because the way that you have your monitor, it's perfectly covering the name of it.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
There.
I was like, maybe if I grab it too hard and Lemon swills me at the wrong moment, it's gonna go.
Fluffy
I thought
tail.
this was a puzzle. Maybe you guys get more lemon, but there's the face.
It does look very puzzle-esque, I will say.
It does. I see a
And it
flower
was
on it.
on the end cap with puzzles.
Yeah.
What is it?
Puzzles. And I picked it up, and then I'm just like, heavy, not puzzle sound. I flipped over, I'm like, oh, new board game. New board game. And I look at it, and I'm like, it kind of reminds me of like Carcassonne combined with Risk, combined with Gardens. So it looks like a tile-based game where you have to get resources and build gardens, but also stop your friends from building gardens. The horse is here now, Tal. Hi, horse. Would you like to come say hi, horse?
Oh, there's a big horse.
Oh, it's a big horse.
Buddy,
Oh, it's a
there
big
we
horse.
go.
do not get your attention when I came home. All the dogs were upset because I didn't give them attention fast enough when I came home.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
You know what I've just realized?
The horse is, like, big enough for me to physically ride.
Well, that, but also, I was just like, I haven't played many board games. Then I realized like, a board game I really liked when I was younger was Stratego.
I never got to play Stratego. I know of it.
Oh! It's like chess with extra steps.
Yes. I've heard many good things of Stratego.
Stratego's a lot of fun, and the thing is, I never actually played it as a board game. It was a computer game that was basically, it was basically a virtual board game.
Mm-hmm. I played Clue like that as a kid.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I also had that
as well.
I never actually truly understood how to play it.
Reverse, ma'am.
But yeah, Stratego is basically like you have a bunch of you've got your little army, and you got the enemy's army. But you don't know. The main thing with Stratego is you don't know. They're all lined up, but you don't know what each player is.
Mm-hmm.
So like it could be like a really low level class or a really high level class, and you don't know until you actively go up to fight the thing.
Yeah, it's all about strategy. You have to strategize.
All about strategy, and it's like okay, so you know you're taking out this, the captain, the sergeant, and one or two other things. So how many other things are left? It's real fun. It's real fun.
Because I got that one that I'm really looking forward to playing. But my lemon. Stop it. What is down there? What is down? What did you do? Where is it? What did you? Oh wow, she threw it like at the back of the wall. She's now gotten to the point where she throws her ball to get my attention.
Yes. Aurora started doing that. She if neither of us want to play with her, she just tosses her toy by herself. It's very adorable.
Yeah, see, Lemon tosses it to obscene places that are in your way, so she has to bash you in the head or something to get to it.
Yeah.
And you can, if for those of you with the visual, you can now see that I have Lemon's full attention. With a ball? Do I have a ball? Is your ball? Oh, yep.
Yeah.
You knocked the thing down.
Oh dear.
Yeah, because I got that one that I'm looking forward to playing. I got another one during Christmas called Doomlings, and I got the deluxe edition for that.
I've seen like ads for it all the time.
So many ads.
Yeah.
There's so many Facebook ads. I got the deluxe edition, and I want to play it. But nobody wants to play it. I also have another one that's called Darwinauts, where it's a time-based game.
Oh, I've heard of that.
It's a time-based tile game where you have to discover life forms in a rift in time and space.
I love it.
And the time limit is when the vortex starts closing.
Cool.
I've got a lot of board games I want to play, but nobody is going to play them with me. And I am sad.
Well, we'll have to. We should all get together over in the the distant North Shore.
The distant North Shore. Come join me now. But the reason I brought board games up is this one over here. It's another one that I found.
I saw that in the corner. I was curious about what was going on there.
The sweet and spicy truth game.
Oh God.
So, again, we got this in stock in a dollar store. Is all board games go to the children's toy section?
Of course, because board games are meant for children.
That's not.
Top of the thing, adult party game by Bicycle, the card game. Cool. 17 plus on the bottom.
Yep.
Now, the point is you roll a die and you get either a spicy, medium, or sweet truth question. The first to 7 points wins. I opened up the box, like not this box, but like the big box that came in, to look at this game. Because I'm like, woo, board game! Open. Everyone has learned that if I'm doing the skit and I say, ooh, board game, I will open it and they get to giggle. I picked it up and I looked at the example cards on the back. The first card I read, and this is where I turned to the other associate going, Good luck displaying this. Have you ever laughed out loud while having sex? Is the example card on the back. This goes in the children's section.
Because board games are for children.
Hey, Tommy, what you got there?
They've yet to display this because there's actually no room in toys. There's physically no room. And I'm just sitting there going, I bought mine.
Yes.
Like, I picked it up, I'm like, I'm buying this. And they're like, no. I'm like, yes. Okay, you have fun. Yes. And I got a ride home that day, so I walked out to my uncle, and he's like, yeah. And I just stuck it in his arm, and I walked back to the back room. He's like, he just looked at me, he's like, are you buying this? I'm like, yes. He did buy it for me, because it was only $5.
Aw, that's cute.
He did read the card on the back and start laughing.
Yeah, of course.
It's like,
Dirty shit.
dirty jokes. Dirty truth games that now live. I need to clean. I'm not at the point where I'm just going to clean this desk and it's just going to be board games. So, you guys, I will swivel and you will all see board games. Because the Xbox is over here now, where the laptop used to live.
Ah, okay.
Yes, yeah. Because I do see a laptop in the corner there.
There he is.
Yeah.
That used to be our old camera, guys. Debatable on if it was better or worse than this fishbowl.
Honestly, I much prefer this one better because it's more smooth.
Smooth. Even with my fishbowl.
Honestly, even with the fishbowl.
I'm outlined.
Exactly.
Yeah. It would never cut it in film, but that's
I can make it a little. I can make it a little bit better if I turn on the God. A little bit better, but also now I just glare.
You're just a ghost.
Also, you're just creating more work for me editing wise as well.
I'm sorry. Goodbye.
Because I adjust like the white balance and the color and everything for each episode, and just like not just like that little blip, and just like adjust settings. This timestamp.
This timestamp right here, just blink. Here a screen. Just get rid of it. Don't worry about it. We're not dealing with this.
Yeah. It's like,
all right, what'd you do with your ball? Oh, that's what you did with your ball. You stuck it in my chair this time.
Ah, almost a smart girl.
Actually, I like it when she sticks it in my chair, because there you go. Reverse. I don't have to bend down for it.
Yeah, it's great.
And I'm so small that there is enough room in my chair for by her math 7 balls. Before I notice, because she did do that once. I did not notice until she hit 7. And I looked down and I had 7 tennis balls.
Oh my goodness.
So I was sitting with like one of my legs up on a stool underneath.
Oh yes.
So there was like a crevice, and they were just gathered. So by 11 math,
fair enough.
7 tennis balls. Oh, she is gone. I threw it far enough away that her brain has now encompassed that I don't exist.
Lemon's got ADHD brain.
Yeah.
Lemon is ADHD brain. They'll have ADHD brain, and then there's a picture of Lemon.
Yep.
And she's back. Nope. Object Pyramidus has existed. I'm real. With a different ball.
Oh my goodness.
Did you go all the way away to get a new ball?
She probably thought it was the same ball and didn't realize.
You're actually... I don't know. She's drooling.
My goodness.
What does that mean?
Someone really wants the ball.
No one play with you today? Oh, no. Actually, nope. It's water. She's just really bad at drinking water. I looked at her chin and it's like all underneath. I'm like, it's water.
It's not that she doesn't have any water. She's just bad at drinking water.
Yeah. Rora's kind of doing the same thing. She's like, she'll start... We have like a tray under where her water dish is. And so that catches some of it, but she like carries it. So she'll drink and then she'll walk away and there's still like a trail. And it's like, that's why we put the tray under the water dish so it would catch it. But it's like, nope. You get like one little bit in the actual tray and the rest of it is the trail leading towards the couch. And it's like, fuck sakes.
I've got that with Snow Cloud's been doing that, but she also does this thing. So the dog dishes are elevated off the ground slightly. Like, we've got the nice standy tray for Lemon and Winnie. Peach has to, like, stand up straight to eat out of it. But her nose is so long, she's fine.
Yeah.
And her neck is so long, she is goddamn giraffe. You grab her collar, and it just goes, there's like a good, 4 inches of just, it's on the neck somewhere. It's there. It's all neck. Small dog, every feature is expanded. But small dog.
Yeah.
Body, ears, nose, neck, paws, huge. Everything is expanded. You can have the ball. You don't have to wait for me to throw it. Oh, you're not getting that. Good luck getting that. I threw it in that contraption you can see behind me of a stool and a chair.
Yeah. I thought that was a table, and just like the chair was just really short, or the table was really tall.
Oh, she's trying.
She is trying.
Oh no, you pushed it away. Don't hurt yourself with the stool.
This is only gonna end in tears.
It's gonna end
in tears. Boy, yeah.
It's gonna end so funny.
All I see is just like at some point, like halfway through the podcast, just all you see in the background is just the stool. Just.
I'll stand like this so we can see it.
I know it's just gonna be all of a sudden. It's just gonna be a smash cut. It's just like and
she gave up. She gave up.
Yeah. It's just like...
Oh, she's going back.
Like, Mother, I've lost the ball. I can't seem to grab it.
Oh my god.
He's really tried. It's really great.
Oh man.
I can hear her chewing on the wood to get to
it.
I will make my way.
Apologies, audio listeners. This is a very visual heavy episode.
We're sorry. Lemon's here. That's all that matters.
Oh my god. I know it just came out, but have any of you seen the most recent Last of Us episode?
I haven't watched any of them.
The one that came out as of recording, or the one from last week?
The one that came out today.
Okay, we haven't seen that one yet.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I was curious. I can only assume that it's the. Well, yeah, no, because the last episode they got to the point where he got stabbed.
It was the DLC episode.
Yes, that's what it was. Yes,
the one that was basically all of the Left Behind DLC.
Yeah,
that was from the original game.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So yeah, this episode covers the entire winter portion of the game. Which, because have you ever played the game?
Yeah, I played it while we were watching the first 2 or 3 episodes, and I finished the entire game in that time frame.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, it's the winter section with David.
Yeah.
And all that.
Oh
no. Let me put it this way. There's certain elements to the David storyline that in the game are subtextual. Mm-hmm. That in the show are not subtextual. They are very clear what's going on there.
Oh.
And it's because they have the sequence there where she's in the cage and he's talking to her, and I'm just like, are they gonna go there? Are they gonna go there? Are they going there? And then they went there, and I'm like, oh, it's so creepy. But the funny thing is, David's second in command is played by Troy Baker, who plays Joel in the original game, and very much still kind of sounds like him.
Oh my
god. So I'm familiar enough with Troy Baker as an actor, just because I've heard his voice in a lot of things, and I've also seen enough interviews where I'm just looking at him like, it's fucking Troy Baker in here.
Sorry, my hands have been getting stupid dry lately compared to my normally super soft skin. But only, of all of my hands, only this part.
Oh.
On both of my hands.
Interesting.
Nothing else. My wrist's still super smooth. Smoth? Soft. Smoth.
So actually, I'm curious now, McBride. So you've played the first game. You haven't played the second game, have you? Part 2?
I have not.
Oh. What was the gif? Oh, honey, you got a big storm coming. Because like, I'm curious because it was a very. Because the first one I feel like was like universally adored by like everyone. The second one was
a hit.
Well, the second one did really well, but was also a lot more controversial for reasons I will not get into.
Fair enough.
I remember one of those reasons.
Is it the thing that happens at the beginning?
I don't know if it's what happens at the beginning. I just know you have to kill dogs.
Oh, yeah, there's that. The enemies have attack dogs. Like, look, as horrible as it is, the moment you're actually in game and those fuckers start sniffing you out when you're in like hiding, it's like, okay, I'm killing some puppers.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
I totally get
it's
that.
not like, oh, the cute little puppies. It's, oh my god, they're trying to fucking eat me.
And like I was playing, it's been about a month now since I last played it, but I was playing Dishonored, and there's
that game still.
There's one section where they have like mutated dog things. But like they make the whine and the whimper sound, and it's just like, I'm going to do all that I can to not have to kill you. And then I got past them the first point. It was like, okay, that's fine. But then I had to get back the same way that I came, and they noticed. And I was like, I'm so sorry. Just like shooting them down and crying at the same time. I was like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, the one bit that does really get you though when you play those sections because it's like it's never just a guard dog. It is you'll be dropped into a part in Seattle where most of the game takes place, and there'll be a guard dog, but there'll be one of the soldiers who owns the guard dog, and they travel as a pair.
Yep.
So if you take out the human first, the dog like starts like nudging at the body, being like, why isn't it getting up? And I'm like, well, that's fucking sad. Bang.
No. Why would
look,
you do this?
it's horrible, but like,
no, I know. It's still so sad.
It's still very sad. But yeah. Like, the only thing I'll say about part 2 is that in, like, the emotional feels part of it, it makes the first game seem like a walk in the park. Part 2 is rough.
Dang. I still have only played the beginning of The Last of Us. Most of it.
Oh, yeah, most of it was
your
at my
basement.
place. In the basement.
Yeah.
Where we all screamed because we managed to get the TV and the radio to fall down from me shooting.
Yeah, we had like a laptop, not a laptop, it was like a
little computer monitor.
It was like a computer monitor, which the PlayStation was hooked up to. We hooked up the actual monitor to like a little stereo box, so we got some real good sound quality. But then the moment when Joel first gets like the rifle.
Yeah, I shot someone, screamed, and like the whole floor went boom.
Yeah, the reverb was so strong coming out of the speaker that there was like other things on the table. There was like a controller or something on the table. The shot goes out and the thing falls off the table.
It made more screaming.
Yeah.
It made a lot of screaming.
Yeah.
That's, I think, still one of my favorite video game moments that I think I've ever done. Oh, and throat punch volleyball.
Yes.
Which was the same game.
Yeah, so that was like at the beginning. I remember when Joel's traveling with Tess and you gotta take some people out. And it was just one of those like weird kind of wonderful moments where you punched a person and then Tess, the AI controlling Tess, punched it. And you just punching them back and forth to each other until it was dead.
Throat punch volleyball. Yeah, because I aim bad. Unless it's with like a sniper rifle, aim bad. Mm-hmm. Or a bow, as McBride knows. Very good with bow.
Yeah.
Bow, good. Sniper rifle, good. Gun. No. No.
They're just like, oh, get him.
It's over here.
See, that's the worst part of playing Dead Space, because the whole thing with Dead Space is like, you can't kill these things by shooting them in the head. You have to cut off their limbs, and that's what all the weapons are designed for. But it also means when they're like running at you, you have to like aim steady at whatever you're aiming at.
Yeah, I would not be able to do that.
Well, especially because it's scary and it's also zombies.
Yeah, I don't do zombies.
Yeah,
I don't like zombies,
especially space zombies.
Space zombies. I think I would be more okay with space zombies than I am with people zombies.
They also come out of the walls and shit.
I'm okay with that. I think my weird life of watching horror movies from such a young age, I'm okay with like everything minus the zombies. And video game water, I don't like that.
Video game water?
I can't do video game water. Can't do it.
Like water missions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, you don't have to worry about that in Dead Space.
Watch any Zelda playthrough where we have to deal with the water temple and you'll understand.
Oh.
Just 100% salt, and I'm not okay. Water? No. I'm still 100% certain that my fear of water in video games stems from Banjo-Kazooie Treasure Cove Island, which is the second world in the original Banjo-Kazooie game. Goodbye, McBride.
I'm assuming pet thing, because I could hear like a pet thing. I heard
the scratching.
Yeah, no, he was here. He was good for the longest time, and then all of a sudden he's like, "No, I need to desperately get out right now."
No. Yeah, 100% certain. Treasure Cove. I know there's another word in there. From Banjo-Kazooie, the second world, is what stemmed my fear of video game water, because that's the earliest thing I can remember playing in a game, and water is scary.
Oh man.
Because that fucking shark.
Oh, I guess like there's not water missions in Dead Space, but there are portions where you have to go out into space, and then you have an oxygen meter. So it does kind of do the same thing. And admittedly, yeah, an oxygen meter, and like they give you. Oh my god! I just remember I had a really funny thing happen to me while I was recording literally earlier today. You guys will see what I mean in like a while.
17 weeks.
In like 17 weeks.
Yeah.
But there's a moment in the game at around chapter 7 where you come across, you have to get this person's rig, and it's a dead body. And the worst part of it is you find out that this person basically realizes the whole thing about, having to dismember them. So he's like, well, okay, I refuse to be turned into one of these things. So he actually shoots off all of his limbs and then, dies. So you come across his body, and in the room prior, there's this big, laser thing that shoots, little asteroids out into space to protect the ship from all the asteroids coming in. So it's this big, Death Star laser beam shooting things out into space. So I start up this episode, and I'm standing over this person's corpse, and I'm thinking, you know what I'm going to do? Because you have they give you a little thing in Dead Space where you can, levitate and, move things with, space magic. It's not magic, it's like a tech thing.
It's space magic.
It's space
I'm
magic.
able to lift up the body and move it wherever I want. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to give you a cremation burial. I'm going to throw you out into this space laser, and you'll get, turned to ash, and it'll be all real nice. I do this. Because I'm thinking, well, the game let me do this. Yes, I'm picking the body up. I'm going out, and I'm like, Godspeed, sir. I shoot him. He flies out into this laser. He doesn't turn to ash. He just explodes in a shower of blood and goes flying out into space. And I'm thinking, that's not what I had in mind whatsoever.
I'm here for this.
Yeah.
I'm here for this.
I think it's the start of episode 15 or 16 is when it'll be. It's literally at the start of the episode, because I'm just like,
in May or June, you'll see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a creation splat.
As of the video portion of this episode is going up, the first episode will have gone up yesterday.
Yes. It was also great because then I go back and I realize I've left all of his limbs behind. And I'm like, I'm not doing all that.
Yeah.
Does this go up this week? I thought we were still missing an episode behind.
No, so the first episode is ready.
No, for podcast.
Oh, the podcast?
It's an interesting little thing. So,
oh no. Did you forget to hit the upload button again?
No. So, context, it was a rough week.
Fair.
I'm better now, but it was rough.
You okay?
The audio episode went up. But not the video.
Oh, the video episode went up.
So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have the video for last week's episode come out tomorrow / Monday, and then this one will come out on Wednesday.
Okay.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Yes.
I was like, I swear I was just looking at the last one coming out 10 days ago. And it was a week again.
Yeah. Like whoops. I get to enjoy that, but I did the audio. It was like, okay, this is good. I was productive. I got it all set to go, and I did the thing, and then that was.
And then we cried, and then we cried,
and then there were tears the rest of the week.
And we cried. Don't worry, I have to edit 4 episodes after this podcast of various things. Mostly Smile for me. Yeah. Fucking Pickle Man.
You see,
Okay,
I was
guys
always...
will find out next week what Pickle Man is, and I hate him.
I had to split one of my episodes into technically a 2-parter, which I've labeled it so it's pretty obvious when that is, because I literally... Dead Space has a save system, but it's like not... It doesn't.
It's Garbo.
There's not much of an autosave system, but they give you enough save stations across the ship, so it's like, okay. But I had one bit
like
where
a checkpoint save.
There was one point where it's like, and again, I had a bit of a time crunch because, I can't. It doesn't seem to like transporting footage that's over 4 gigabytes, which for the PlayStation recording thing is about a half-hour clip. So I'm like, okay, that works, but I can't go much over 30 minutes. Mm-hmm. And I was in the middle of a boss fight and I'm realizing I'm about to hit the 30-minute mark, but thankfully I died literally right as the 30-minute mark hit, so I'm like, it's okay. So I just do it a little, and it's like another 7-minute clip afterwards of me redoing the boss fight.
Nice.
Excellent.
Hello, ma'am. Will you come to say hello? Maybe you come to... No, you can't lick that. You don't lick my hand cream. No. Let me double check to make sure it's okay.
Oh, is it Lush?
It's Lush. It should be fine.
It probably is then.
The ingredients are not on here. Oh, yes, they are. The thing about cats, though, is there's certain things they can't have that humans can have.
Yeah.
Like onion.
Like cocoa.
There it is.
Even though this is orange, which you shouldn't even like. It's literal citrus. You don't. Cats aren't supposed to like that.
They shouldn't.
Dumbass.
But Boomy loves apples.
Apples aren't. When they say cats don't like citrus, it's specifically orange.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
Not a citrus.
Yeah.
That is an apple. Apples are actually good for kitty cats.
Yes, they are.
Same with puppy dogs. Except nobody likes apples. Except my expensive pink lady apples. I like those.
Yes.
Oh, of course. This big boy does.
Have you guys found the frog yet? A frog?
Big boy.
A frog. The crab?
Honestly, I've been looking every so often, especially when Devin starts going on a bit of a tangent. I just keep looking and just like, where the fuck is this fucking crab?
I have hidden him well.
You really have. Like,
it's
taken me quite a bit, and I still have no idea.
Would you like a hint since we're over halfway through?
I would.
That would be nice. That would be nice.
There are certain times where I have moved and the crab is no longer on screen.
I figured that it was somewhere back there. Okay.
Yeah. But again, look at how large that area is that I cut off. I have done well at my crab hiding. Folks, put in the comments down below if you found the crab first, and let me know where it is.
Yeah,
See if
provide a
you're right.
timestamp or it doesn't work.
Put a timestamp on it, or you can't call that you found it. Ma'am, where are you going? What was that about? Are you late for a meeting? She's late for a meeting of some sort.
It happens.
She just got up with like the absurd, oh no, and just leaves.
I'm just going.
No.
It's like,
Okay.
well, this is fun. I'm afraid I must be off.
Goodbye. Well, it is, to be fair, I'm still wearing my work clothes. I'm not wearing my nice soft pajamas yet.
Fair enough.
Yeah. But I got home, I took off my coat, I took off my little backpack. I had to pet all the dogs because they were all upset.
Of course.
I missed one dog and went pee first, and she was so upset. I missed. Well, I pet Lemon and I pet Winnie because they follow me to the kitchen.
Yeah.
And I take off my stuff. I pet them again, and then I went to the toilet. And then as I'm walking by, I just hear Mom go, "Peach is mad at you. You didn't come say hi yet, 'cause Peach is in the bed with Mother, who's going to sleep."
Oh, yes,
Gotta go pet the Peach.
Yeah.
So upset.
Yep.
I pet the handsome old man cat. I pet Miss Keisha. I pet my cloud.
Why are you
pulling at
everything? My goodness. Like, my door's just open now so that he doesn't, like, scratch at the door. But he's pawing at this thing. And he's like, leave alone.
That's a door too.
It is.
That door must be open. Yeah, it's a door too. It needs to be open. Doors aren't allowed to be closed in this house.
I have things plugged in right next to the thing, so I can't open it. But yeah, it's a whole shelving unit thing. It goes all the way down to the floor. I have things down there, but you can't see it.
Ben knows that's a door.
And
doors are not allowed to be closed.
Oh, I have a new thing. Well, not. I say new, but it's not really that new. It's new-ish. Let's see. Can I? I can. Okay. I'm gonna elevate. Bear with me.
Da, 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 da. Is it the Mew?
It's the Mew.
Mew.
Because we were at I think it was Brentwood Mall like months ago. This was maybe like 2, 3, 4, 5 months ago. Because we were looking for something. And I noticed there was this one store that had like Pokemon plushies. And I'm just like, I'm an adult with adult money. I'm going to go get myself a Pokemon plushie. Mainly because they had... the main reason why I wanted to go in there is because they had an Umbreon plushie. I'm just like, I have to get this Umbreon plushie. But then I saw Mew. I'm just like, I'm torn. Because it's either one or the other. Because those fuckers weren't cheap.
No, they're not.
So I was like, alright, it's one or the other and Mew won. So...
How much was Mew? Ish. Is the price tag still on it?
Probably.
The price tag is...
No,
Show us your ass.
I took it off. I'd say like $30, maybe 40.
That's
somewhere
not
around there.
That's not terrible.
Yeah.
I've seen
for
far
a
worse
plushie.
Pokemon.
That's true.
That size.
Nintendo.
A marketed Pokemon one.
Yeah,
that's
Nintendo knows there will always be someone willing to pay extremely stupid amounts of money, so they never put their shit down in
like,
price.
I'm still trying to find, because I remember seeing it somewhere. It was a Snorlax beanbag chair.
Yep.
I would love to have that. I have no fucking idea where I would even try and find that. And
North America Pokemon Center, it is about $350.
Yeah, alright, that sounds fair enough. I was gonna say
I don't just have this knowledge immediately.
The only other thing that popped into my head was like, I can knit. I will knit a Snorlax.
Yeah, you could.
I just haven't gotten around to it. Plus,
I have debated
attempting
on
to learn to crochet as well, so that'll be.
Are you gonna try and crochet that thing I sent you?
Perhaps. I remember that.
If you do manage to make one, I will buy that.
Yeah, once I actually get around to actually learning how to crochet, because I actually bought like a little book of like how to crochet, like crocheting for dummies type of thing. So I eventually just have to go through it and actually try.
Time is money.
Yes.
Yeah.
Time is something we no longer have, and now I can just see the Thor in a thong. Can we go back down?
That is the Hulk. Thank you very much.
Sorry.
I was gonna say, I'm like, I don't think that's Thor.
I think this proves that I'm way too tired. I've been up since 5 a.m.
Yeah.
That's usually my line.
Yeah. We're doing inventory prep at work. I'm dying on the inside.
Ooh, yeah.
Inventory fucking sucks at every job. It's the worst. It's the worst part of every job is inventory.
They changed the way our inventory works. They don't want to pay the company to come count anymore, so we have to do it ourselves.
Oh, lovely.
But they've only done, I think, like half of the stores, and they've already lost more money than they would have spent on paying the company to come count.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
I'm like, I could have told you that. As soon as you said you're taking an inventory team of like 1-2 people from every store and paying them to come do other people's inventories, you're losing money. As soon as you said that, I knew.
Yep.
I knew I could have done that math for you.
Bitch, we been new.
Also, I think I'm dying. What? Hi. What was the gasp? You found the crab finally?
I found the crab. Oh, that's Trixie.
Oh.
I just all of a sudden you're just like, wait a minute. Wait a minute, that color is not where it's supposed to be. Oh, that's
You see why I was so careful earlier, huh?
Yes, yeah, it totally makes sense now.
Devin, do you want us to show where the crab is?
Yes, I would like to see it because I don't have the time or the patience.
It was on top of the puzzle board game box. Which is even funnier because when she tilted it down so we could see the name, we probably would have seen the crab so much easier.
There you go.
Yeah, it's like highlighted at that point.
But I thought it was really good because you can kind of see the red from the paper book.
Yeah,
it's like just slightly off, but it blends so well.
Like for me, I thought that was just like part of the paper book, like part of the border there. So I was just like, all right, didn't think anything of it. It's like, son of a bitch.
I did so well.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that was well done. I must admit. God damn it, that was really good.
And the dog is barking outside.
Bark, 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 bark. Speaking of, where did my dogs go? I have a cat. Hi. Was your important meeting to stand behind my chair and guard me? Okay.
She realized she was late for her post.
I don't even think if I turn, the people in the video can see. Oh, you can kind of see her head. She's just standing there. I don't know how long she's been standing there, but probably since she left.
And that's the point.
Like, you have a whole cat post. I have a tissue box on the lower tier. My tissue box for when I cry and find out people die.
Yeah,
and
no,
when I get sick.
I permanently have tissues on my desk just because, like, I'm just... if I'm not crying at things, then I'm, like, blowing my nose at everything because it's one nostril only works at a time.
Oh, no, it's allergy season. Fuck.
Devin's gonna die.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm generally not allergic to most things, but then the thing is, it's then once the pollen hits, that's when it gets bad.
I'm allergic to cats.
So is Chris. Chris is allergic to most of the things that we have in this house.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a cat post literally right here, full of cat hair. I die so much. Yeah. Oh. It's gone, never mind.
Cool.
Oh, nope, it's back.
There we go.
Why? Because it's pain. I have accumulated another probably permanent scar on the finger with no feeling.
Oh, sweet.
Okay.
Sorry for that thunk. That didn't come out very well anyway.
I didn't even hear it.
It's because I took the mic off the desk, so it doesn't click with the vibrations anymore. So I don't feel this the one finger. We've been over this. I got finger, no nerves, don't feel it. Go back to such and such an episode where we talk about Newmont eating my finger and crushing all the bones inside.
You have to find it yourself. I'm not gonna link it.
Yeah.
Richard!
Damn it, Dick!
Richard, find it. I'm pretty sure. I don't even know which episode it was. That was.
It's an earlier one, at least.
That would have been a while back because that happened when you.
Devin died.
The same day
McBride
you. I didn't die.
We're not dead.
My Discord died. I thought Devin died.
Oh, fair
no.
enough.
That was the same day, I believe, the proposal happened, and we
nope,
were there.
It was Victoria's birthday.
You're right.
That pinpoints it.
But I thought because you had to leave early when the proposal happened.
Yeah, because I hit 3 or 4 New Year's parties that day.
Yes.
Right.
I went from work to New Year's party to New Year's party to New Year's party and passed out in the corner.
Don't do that.
You don't do that.
Yeah,
it was great though, because I was supposed to not drink the first one, but they had those giant like body-sized Mickeys with the spout on top,
yes.
and I was playing with the spout, and that's how drunk Kara came to the second party. So I don't feel that finger. I was taking out the trash at work. Normally, I can literally pick up the trash with one hand and eat it into the trash can. This time, they threw an entire case of, like, peas, like cans of peas, because the whole thing came in and exploded.
Alright, fair enough.
Oh!
Water freeze, expands, explodes.
As it does.
I've cleaned up so many things that get frozen in our non-heated trucks coming into the building, and they explode. I hate apple cider vinegar for that reason. Because they're in glass bottles and they explode always.
Oh dear.
And they stink.
Yeah, that's
So
brutal.
Yeah. I think the worst one is like 4 cases of that. I think like 36 bottles broke of apple cider vinegar all over our floor. So I couldn't eat it with one hand. I tried to eat it with 2 hands, this giant bag, with what I could see were peas and other random garbage. Couldn't do it with 2 hands, even with someone holding the lid open. So I pick it up from I was going to put it in nicely, and I pick it up, thinking nothing of it. But I hear the crashing of glass. I'm like, oh, there's glass in there. That's fun. Turn around, start doing the cardboard, because cardboards are beside us, and then I feel, like, wet on my hand. I'm like, no. And I look down, I'm like, oh, I gotta go inside. Why? I got my hand open. How did you not tell? I'm like, I can't feel that finger. I just went, yeah. This is the day it snowed. So there's snow on the ground. So I just kind of like walk in, and I'm just like, I can't remember what I was singing this to the tune of. Coming around the mountain, she was calm. It's like, I've been going to the office again. My fingers are bleeding again. Still can't feel my fingers. Oops, there's blood along the floor. Can't feel my fingers all again.
Oh, dear.
And I get someone's having lunch, and they look at me, and they're like, what happened? I'm like, glass. Are you okay? Yeah. And they it's just like my hand's full of blood, because it's still the tip of my finger.
Yeah.
Capillaries bleed a lot.
Yep.
I'm unbothered. I'm like, doesn't that hurt? No. Are you sure? Can't feel that finger. Are you sure? Still can't feel that finger when you ask. Still can't feel it.
Yeah.
And they're like, will this help? And I'm like, I'm pretty dumb, but I'm not putting rubbing alcohol in my open wound.
No.
Yeah.
And they hand me another one, and they're like, I will put hydrogen peroxide on it if we do not have antiseptic wipes. But I know we do. Can you hand me the first aid kit?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
God damn.
Oh man.
Hi, Vince.
Vince.
Oh, what do you got? What do you got? Cereal.
Yeah,
Nice.
we had. I actually legitimately cannot tell this story on the podcast, because were it to ever be discovered that I did, I'd probably get in shit. But I gotta tell you guys about a thing that happened at work recently.
But you just said you can't say it.
Yeah, I'm reminding myself. I gotta tell you guys later, but there's a story.
Oh, we gotta tell us. We get to
post podcast. Yes.
Post podcast.
Really really vague version just for the podcast. A thing happened at work. A person got injured and actually properly injured.
Dang.
They tripped, hit their head on the cement floor, and had a 10 by 15 size tent fall on them.
And I feel like you need to stop there before you get yourself in trouble.
Yeah. It wasn't so much the accident, it was how certain people reacted to it. That was bad, and I would literally get in shit if it ever got back that I told the story.
My only question is that person now okay, or are they getting help?
They're getting help.
The one that got hurt.
Okay.
That's what I care about.
From what I hear, they're doing good.
They're recovering.
Okay,
they're recovering.
That's the important thing.
That's the part we care about.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this lady, she's trying to help me, and she's like, she does have a son, and she's like a little mothery moment, and she's looking for band-aids. We have no normal size band-aids. We only have those tiny little butterflies.
Oh God.
And I'm like, I'm like, none. She's like, nope. I found a square, like those tiny little squares. I'm like, too big of a cut, because the cut was like really long.
Oh yeah.
It's like the size of my thumbnail. And I'm like, okay, because they're the ones bigger than butterflies. You still have like a little patch.
Okay.
But like, there's the super tiny thin ones. Mm-hmm. So I was like, hand me 3 of those. Then she's like, 3? I'm like, 3 of those. I was like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah. We're gonna Jimmy rig my finger. Just hand me 3 just to stop because it would not stop bleeding.
Yeah.
Like, I got to the point where I put it wiped it with antiseptic, put it in a paper towel, and just smashed my finger, and just held it there, and it just bled through.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it just wouldn't stop. I'm like, okay. Put those 3 on. I think like half an hour later, I just looked down and I saw it had fallen off because it had bled through all 3 of them.
Ah, yes. Yeah.
And I just looked at it going, huh. Look down. Oh, it's still bleeding. I'm gonna go buy Band-Aids.
Yeah. At that point.
ripped it off, threw it in the trash.
You should make someone else go buy Band-Aids because you're bleeding.
Your point? The manager would be going to buy Band-Aids, right?
Yeah.
Guess who the manager on duty was?
Oh. Well, if you're the manager on duty, you can tell someone else to go do that.
I'm not making them go buy Band-Aids out of their pocket.
I'm sure the work would reimburse them.
No, they wouldn't.
No, they wouldn't.
There's Band-Aids in the office. Yeah, the little ones. Oh, that's fine.
Oh.
What's the worst that could happen?
I got a box of Band-Aids and I brought it home. That's all that happened.
Yeah.
I was like, got Band-Aid. And the cashier's like, what happened? And then she just sees my hand bleeding. Oh. Oh. Are you okay? Yeah, I can't feel that finger. It's fine.
Oh, dear. Funny enough.
Still can't.
Actually, speaking of blood stories. So,
blood.
I have a blood story. Well, yeah. Take 2. We're all sitting on the couch, and Aurora's just, she's there with a bone, but she drops it, and then all of a sudden she's on the floor for a long period of time, like trying to paw under the couch because she has a bone under there. So I'm like, oh, fucking fine. So I get down. I'm down on the floor. I have a back scratcher to try and get the bone. I got it out, and it's like, okay, here, take this. It's like one of those like hard like actual bone things.
The cow bone.
Yeah. She gets that. She goes back up on the couch, and that's all fine and dandy. Meanwhile, I'm still on the floor trying to get another one because there's another one under there. Head is like this, trying to see the thing. All of a sudden, just poof.
Yeah, I was like, I see this coming.
It's just like the corner, the fucking like corner of the little bone bit, right in the fucking lip. It bled on the outside and the inside, because it smashed against my tooth, and it's just like.
At least mouth injuries heal fairly fast.
Yeah.
That is
like
that is the only
like,
godsend.
That lasted like maybe a day or two, and then it was fine. But it was like, that really hurt. Yeah. Meanwhile, Vic is laughing her ass off the entire time. And you're just like, fuck you, I'm in pain.
Beautiful. Oh, and I know we have a counter. Sorry, Richard, you have to reset your counter. Random D&D moment. I got
yes.
some new. They're not D&D books. They're role-playing game books. One's a guidebook on how to play, and then the first adventure. I will say the title, but I will hold up the company on the shot glass that comes with it, that if you want it. It's called Lewd Dungeon Adventures, and that's where we're going to leave that alone.
I love it.
I need to see more about this game.
I will show you after the podcast, because we will immediately be taken down. And McBride is right.
Yeah.
McBride is right.
McBride is right.
Oh,
it's a different kind of role play.
Oh. See, I thought it was just like... Oh, no, that is basically the same thing as what I was thinking of.
It does come with a drinking game version as well.
Nice.
Which is why there's a shot glass.
That makes sense.
Because unfortunately, fortunately, a lot of the characters I design for for the D&D games where I'm playing... Sluts. Not necessarily the characters, but they're sure... I just made what's called a leonin, which is basically a humanoid lion.
It's a furry.
He's a pirate and he's got his shirt off because he's a barbarian. Look,
my point in case you're not helping it.
Yeah, he's a furry.
Yeah.
It's a tabaxi. Tabaxis are essentially just furry. It's a form of tabaxi. It's a furry.
Look, I would love to be like, sure, I'm not.
There's no winning that. Just accept your fate.
Yeah.
I accepted my fate many years ago.
He's a hot cat person who walks around with his shirt off. It is what it is.
I think because my timer is a little bit off now, because I'm pretty sure you all heard me randomly clap.
Yeah, mine. I'm at an hour, but I know we started a little late. I think if you want to do an outro but elongate it a bit, we should be okay.
we can do some updates on the gaming channel.
Yeah,
I'm sure you'll all like those. So this coming week, actually, as of today, obviously we were playing Zorlda. Zorlda comes out today.
Yes.
Yay, Zorlda! This is if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on any other podcasty thing where you just get to hear our thoughts in your head. Hello, cat. Andromeda is here. We're in space.
Yeah.
Where I got a cat butt.
And Devin and Chris are in space.
Devin and Chris are in space.
Having very different experiences.
Yeah.
Having a very different experience. I'm having a gay old time in space with booty. They're screaming and crying and being chased by zombies.
Yes.
Yeah.
That are also aliens. And then we also have Sunday, where the episode that you guys saw, and then the coming episode of the Evil Pickle Man. Of Smile for Me, the non-therapy therapy game. Don't forget your smiles. But if you're sad, remember, how did it go? I need you all to think of your worst memory ever and frown. Because the only person that could make you smile is me. Yay, Dr. Habit. I'm paraphrasing, but that's essentially what it is.
What the fuck?
It's the non-therapy therapy game.
This is the first I've heard of this, so...
It's the non-therapy therapy game.
Okay.
And also Pokemon is still here. It's great. We're crying. All of our friends are still dead. They're not coming back. Hello, other cat.
Wait, Pokemon?
Pokemon, where all our friends are dead.
Are your friends dead?
Yes.
I don't know how Pokemon works.
There's a form of Pokemon where if you catch it, where if your Pokemon faints, it's dead now. and you can never use it again. All of my friends are dead.
Oh. I see.
Including my starter, which I started with, and I'm very upset. The 8th gym leader aided her, and I named her after my lizard Dumont, and it was very sad, and I think there was actually crying. You could probably actually hear me crying in the video. Anyway, yeah, so we got all the things for you. Many spooky, some space, some good old-fashioned Zelda, where McBride learns that lava is not his friend.
Yeah. Christ.
And some non-therapy. So don't forget to go check out those videos. Go, after you wipe your screen, lick the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to us because you love us so much and you want to hear more of our crazy thoughts inside your ear holes. And find more frogs. Delicious frogs.
Yes, if you found it before Devin and I did, leave a timestamp.
I never find them.
And let us know how ridiculously dumb we were at the beginning of the episode when we basically
where I kind of almost held him but just highlighted it for you.
Listen, I'm also slightly colorblind.
Yeah, that would the frog is a little harder for you, but that's also why I made him red. He's a little easier for you to see.
Guess what type of colorblindness I have?
Yeah, no, but I meant like in this room still. It's still, I thought the red would be okay with the color background.
Oh, red's generally fine. It's just when it's small and the video quality isn't.
It's garbo. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I can't change frog color, but I'll get some other frogs. Anyway, we love you all. Bye now.
Bye.